Alright guys, it looks like we are live a little bit later than normal. Let me make sure my sound is working. Yes! Woo! Yeah, it's working. Alright, let me share the video. And then we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Next week I will not be live because I'm going on a weekend getaway. But I will still be making videos and everything next week. So let me get set up here. Share the YouTube video to my Telegram group. Go to Bitcoin. We'll give everyone a few more minutes to join, but we will get started here momentarily. We'll play some music in the meantime, maybe, as I get set up here. Or maybe not, because I don't see anything right there. So yeah, let me just get set up here and we'll get started. Appreciate whoever just liked it on YouTube. Alright, let's get started here on Bitcoin. So right now Bitcoin is sitting at 47,000. You got above that resistance that was at 47K. Now the next target I'm looking at is $51,000. I think I've told you this before, but the 618 is at $51,200, $51,100 basically. Let me try to zoom in and see exactly what that 618. So I have the Fibonacci 618 at $51,324 in Bitcoin. That would be my target for Bitcoin. Now, as long as we can stay above 47K. So on the bigger time frames, I'm very bullish on it, and I think we're headed to 51.3 at least. I think that's probably going to be a major rejection point on Bitcoin between 51 and 51.5. I would expect a rejection there, maybe back, retest 47K support, bounce there, and try to break it a second time. But 51K is kind of my target for Bitcoin right now, as long as we stay above 47K. Obviously, if we go below 47K, I'd be looking for about 42.5 on Bitcoin. So those are my targets. The upside, downside, very quickly. Wanted to go through that. It is saying it's a sell now on the daily chart just today. I think it said that, but I think I'm going to ignore that because we're in a bull run, and I think Bitcoin's about to go parabolic here. So bullish on Bitcoin right now. Maybe short term you get a pullback back to 47K, which is only $500, but beyond that I think we go up from here. Now maybe over the weekend we don't do anything crazy. Maybe we just go sideways over the weekend, but I can't really see us. I don't think we break 47K to the downside. I just think everything's too bullish for that right now. So that's kind of what I think on that. How's it going, Eric? So yeah, I want to talk about Farm. This is a coin that is on Coinbase. It just got listed a few days ago. Farm is going sideways. I do think when it breaks out, it's going to break out really hard, either to one side or the other. But I think that right now, I didn't want to do that. Crap. Did not want to do that. That was my alarm to remind me to go live because I know it's a later live stream than normal. But yeah, I think right now you cannot get above that $300 level, and you're holding 290 as support. So you're basically between 290 as support and maybe 310 on Farm as resistance. Now I know there's resistance at 320 for sure, but it's just going lower and lower every time. If you look at the super small time frames, you get any sort of move to the upside, it's lower than the last move to the upside. Here, the last move to the upside on the 12th of August, which was yesterday, was $313. Then you got another move up a few hours later. That was till what, 309. Then maybe, I think this was today, you got a move up to 307.68, and just recently you got a move up to just 306.28. A dollar lower, but you're still making lower highs if you look at the super small time frames. I think so. It's either going to break really hard to the upside or downside, and I would like to say it's probably going to be the downside because you keep making lower highs. So that's why I actually got out of farm, and what I did buy was Quick. I bought this coin, which is also probably even newer than farm on Coinbase. Quick, just how you think it sounds if you're on TikTok, QUICK. I got in at 850. And now it's 823 right now, and it's in an uptrend that's been validated several times. You've tested it one time here, two times here, 3 times here as support. You almost got touched there, but you didn't. Now you're getting a touch here right now. It's 4 times as support if you get the bounce up. This has not been confirmed as 4th touch of support, but if it is confirmed, obviously we go up from here. And the major resistance you're looking at right now on this coin is going to be $1,000 to the upside. I did have support around $700. I know that for sure. Maybe a little bit around 820, but yeah, there's a lot of support at $700, so I don't see it going any lower than that, because if it did, it'd be going all the way down to probably 600, probably even lower than that. There's really no support at 600. I only drew that there because that's where it got listed on Coinbase at, but there's price action below that, so I'm going to just delete that. That shouldn't even be there as a support. But yeah, you have support at maybe $800 and definitely some support at $700. So that's kind of what I'm looking at on this. I'm pretty bullish on this, and I think this could be the next parabolic coin. Like, farm pumped up like several 100% over the last week. I think this coin could do the same thing over the course of the next 7 days. I think it could pull a farm and go up 200 or 300% this week. We'll see what happens. Obviously, that's if Bitcoin can stay around 47 plus above that level. Because if Bitcoin goes below 47K, obviously Quick is going to probably tank as well. So that's kind of what I'm looking at on that. Clover, we'll look at CRO as well. Clover is another coin I want to talk about. This coin is a coin that I traded. I got in at $1.42, sold at $1.63, made a few bucks on that. Currently, you're sitting at $1.54. If you get above $1.65, you're going to go back to $2 immediately. It's going to be another pump, kind of like this one right here. Now, if you go below this trend line, if you go below the support here, $1.35, it's not there. But if you do go below $1.35, you're going to go back down to $1, and it's going to be pretty bearish for Clover. So $1.35, if you stay above it, you're bullish. You're really bullish if you get above $1.65. Then you could buy the breakout all the way to $2, because that's what I think would happen if it broke $1.65. You tried to pump up here today, and you got rejected again at $1.65. So we'll see what happens. And also, this pump earlier today, that's a lower high than yesterday. So I would say right now it's in a downtrend short term. If you're looking at the short-term time frames, it's in a downtrend. But overall, I'm pretty bullish on this long-term. Clover has a lot of potential. I think the all-time highs are around $20, so this has a lot of potential long-term. Let's go look at CRO, because I know Eric wants to look at that. So right now, yeah, I gave you the levels on Clover of where you need to stay above $1.35, otherwise it's pretty bearish. CRO, I think we can use OKX for this. Let me just go to the daily chart. We haven't looked at this in a long time. XRP, what's the charts look like, Mr. Bitcoin? Yeah, we can look at XRP after CRO, so give me a second to do that. Give me a minute or two for CRO, because I know Eric loves CRO. We go to the daily chart. I'm going to try to see the fibs on this. So I think the recent all-time high was 26 cents a few weeks ago. Then the lowest point you got was right here at, hold on, I gotta move the chart to the right a little bit. Here, I'm not gonna use the wicks though. So the lowest point you got is basically 8.8 cents. So let's see where we would be expecting to go from here. The Fibonacci 618, the golden pocket, is at 20 cents, currently sitting at 15 cents. So that's 20 cents is definitely the target right now on CRO coin. If you get above that, the next fib level is 22 cents. If I didn't draw this fib 100% accurately, you could probably definitely say it's that resistance right there. 22.5 cents to 23 cents on Crow. And if you go all the way to the 1 fib, that's all the way up at 26, almost 27 cents. So really, it's looking pretty bullish. My target definitely short term would be 20 cents. Which is right here, the golden pocket. That's definitely where I think it's headed right now. You do have to get above the 17-cent resistance, which is not super strong, but you have to get above that. If you get above that, you're going to 20 cents very quickly. All right. And then XRP, which I know it's had a nice pump up recently. XRP, I haven't looked at this in a long, long time. But so the all-time high, well, not the all-time high, but the all-time high this year is basically $1.95, $1.98 maybe, something like that. So let me use the recent all-time high with the fibs and chart this. Although I'm going to use $1.82 actually because I don't want to use the wicks. And let me zoom in here a little bit, and I can probably give you a pretty good idea of where this is going to go. I'm using the daily time frame, by the way. So the 618 you're a long ways away. Well, you're not a long ways away. The 618 is at $1.33. That's where you should probably be targeting on XRP. You do have the 0.5 right here at $1.17, which is usually not strong resistance. So that's probably, I think you're definitely in an uptrend. Obviously, you're in an uptrend right now on XRP. So $1.17 and then $1.33 are your targets. If you go to the 0.76, which is also a pretty good fib level, $1.50, $1.51 is kind of where you're targeting. And if you go to the 1.82 or the 1, you're looking at $1.82, and then you have a resistance at. So you have a strong resistance, obviously, at 192 just from previous price action, but pretty bullish on this right now. Now, short term, you are overbought. You could consolidate, but I think longer term on the daily time frames, you're only in an uptrend, and you're not going to be going much lower. I don't think you go below $1 again. So you could go retest it as support, but I don't see XRP breaking $1 to the downside. That's just kind of what I'm looking at. So let's go back quickly, retrace over Bitcoin. Like I said, I will not be live next week. I'm going on a trip. I will still try to make videos and stuff, but I won't be going live. So next time I'll be live would be not this upcoming Monday, but in about 10 days on that Monday. So all right, Bitcoin. I don't see you breaking 47K. If you do, you're going back to 42.5, 43K. If you can stay above 47K, and there's a fib I have trace is 618, the golden pocket on Bitcoin at 51.3. That's where I think Bitcoin's headed within the next 7 days. So I think Bitcoin stays above 47K and goes to 51.3. But that's just what I'm thinking, and that's what I'm seeing on the charts. So that's kind of what I am. My thoughts on all these coins. I just went over them. I think Bitcoin's bullish as long as it stays above 47K. If it goes below 47K, it's going back to 42.5, 43K. If you guys have any other coins you want me to look at, let me know. Otherwise, that's about it. Thanks, guys, for joining. Let me go to YouTube and double check. Otherwise, thanks, guys. I will see you guys for our next live stream in about 10 days on Monday. Otherwise, I'll still keep you posted on TikTok and YouTube, and I'll see you guys later.